more sort of universal. I wanted to talk about violence and beyond that, that I guess that's the framework of the story, but I wanted to explore, the possibility of retaining love and light and in a dark world. And I thought about setting it in a few, even in America, but I just came back to Tasmania because it's always really held a really strong place in my heart. And what happened there was truly horrific, and I thought it was a good place to explore that subject. I've done a lot of research on that period, and I think I pushed it to the point where if I'd gone beyond that, it would have been unbearable to learn of the atrocities that happened, particularly to the Aboriginal people there. But also to, Claire's story is not uncommon.
In terms of playing the role of Claire, I got to meet with real victims of sexual violence. I got to talk with social workers who work with them all the time, and it just gave me this huge, huge sense of responsibility to kind of, show the true journey of what women who experience violence like this actually go through. A lot of like rape revenge movies, it's like that's just one event that's happened that sparks the rest of the story, but it's not just one event that's finished. They have to live with all of the journey that goes through that they have to experience after a trauma like that. So it was a lot of different kinds of research to be able to bring it. And Jen is an incredibly empathetic director, and we just wanted to really be committed to the truth of what living through something like that is like.
We had to pour a lot of love into
the
set, and a lot of care for each other, and a beautiful crew, beautiful cast who really loved the story.
But there were some days, like obviously there was lightness too, but there were some days where it was
really hard.
Everyone was like grown Australian men, like in tears on set. We were all just so committed to it. So, but it was hard.
This doesn't feel like the typical kind of rape revenge tale. Was that something that was a conscious choice for you in terms of avoiding that trope?
Yeah, I think that they're, with all due respect, I feel they're limited, and they're usually from a male gaze, and they don't really explore the reality of what it means to feel this vengeance and how that plays out to its full, sort of the full story. And I really wanted to take it in that direction, have us experience some of that, and have it be as unsatisfying as it would be, and then see what's beyond it. Because for me, the film is really about love, and I mean, it sounds simplistic, but it's about a platonic love between two people. And I think where we are in the world, that was a story I really wanted to invest my time and energy in. I think that there's beauty in horror, and there's darkness in light, and I'm always interested in that. And I'm always interested in stories that somehow traveling towards the light.
What are your feelings about it having become this kind of, gay icon?
He's taking over my life. I'm trying to move on, and he's finding other reasons to become relevant. No, I think it's beautiful. I really do. I think it's amazing. It's wonderful that people can relate to it. People who are often sort of ostracized and vilified and who feel like outsiders. I mean, I feel those things, and it's part of the creation. And if it speaks to certain people for many very different reasons, I'm really happy about that. That's why filmmakers make films, is to connect with their audience. I love it.
What are your thoughts on moving on to some mega budget project?
I've had a lot of offers, without sounding, but I have to tell stories that are in my DNA and that I cannot not tell. I mean, I guess they can be big budget, but the stories that appeal to me often don't need that kind of treatment. I like more intimate stories. I'm drawn to seeing two characters on screen, or maybe five, but it really has to be in my heart, and so far the big budget ones haven't sparked a desire in me.